Hi, my name is Becca. Welcome back to Raising Them Simply. Here we share all about our secular homeschool as a family of 5. Today we're going to chat a little bit about our must-haves for our homeschool. So if you're new here, I have a almost second grader. He's about to turn 7. I have a 3.5-year-old who's doing preschool, and we've got a toddler running around in the mix. I am also a part-time working mom as a nurse, and this channel is all about our homeschooling journey and how we make it work for us. So if that interests you guys at all, hit that subscribe button so you are notified of future videos. But let's jump into it. All the items I'm going to share with you guys today would have completely broken our homeschool if we did not have them. These are our tried and true things that we use every single day in our homeschool. So the first thing we're going to talk about, I'm not going to show it to you guys because it is way too big, but is my Epson Eco Tank printer. Guys, this thing is worth its weight in gold. I will leave it linked down below and anything else that we talk about in the video today. But I have printed well over 2,000 pages worth of curriculum or other things in this last school year, and I'm still not out of ink. And that includes printing off stuff for last school year to get ready for, and then also this upcoming school year. Of the other printers we've had before with the subscription services, I didn't like how expensive it was, and you paid per page that it printed off of, and we print too much here in this homeschool for that to be worth the investment. Like I said, I've printed well over 2,000 pages at this point, and I still have not run out of ink, so this is so worth it. Kind of going along in that same vein with the printer, our homeschool is a literature heavy homeschool, and I like doing PDF curriculum and all that because I can print off multiple for each of my children, and I can reuse the curriculum in the future. So this Scotch laminator, I have used this so much. We are an all about reading family, and I prepare the activity guides for them by laminating the activity sheets and setting it up to make it easier for me to use, so it's more grab and go, but also so I can reuse that curriculum. And I use this so much, especially with that. Not just that, but if I want to bind my own curriculum and I want a nice page front and back for the curriculum, I use this as well. It was pretty cheap, got it off of Amazon. The sheets for it are pretty cost effective as well. So with this as well as the binding system that I have, I do not have it here with me. I'm actually lending it to a friend right now, but the binding system that I use is amazing because it is so easy. You just slide it back and forth, it punches all the holes for you, and then the spines that I use for it are reusable, which is key. I love something that I can reuse, so it makes it seem like it really adds up in the long run. Next thing is this cutter. I use this so much, especially with that all about reading curriculum that I was talking about, but this saves my hands. I know it seems so simple, but this makes getting curriculum prepared so much easier, especially since I have a preschooler that is learning their letters and stuff, and we're making lots of flashcards and activities. This makes it so much easier. It cuts through the laminated paper as well as regular paper. I can do multiple sheets at once. And when this dulls, I just purchased this little replacement gadget. But I've had this for I think 2 years now, and I haven't had to replace the blades yet. So this is for sure worth it for our homeschool. Now, this is a relatively new homeschool item for us, but guys, I will not go back. This caddy is worth the money. We used to have individual caddies for each, my older child and my middle child, that Santa brought for them that fit all of their stuff in it, but I know I'm not the only one that, oh, he has my pencil, they have my marker, all that stuff. Things got jumbled. It just created more fighting. This has been so nice. I got it from Target. For the back to school section, it does spin on this lazy Susan on the bottom, and then it has this holder. So my 3-year-old is actually able to reach onto our bookshelf and get this off herself because it's not that heavy and she's able to reach it. So that is nice. I love how these containers don't come out. A lot of them that I found, these whole sections would pop out. I didn't like that. And I like how tall this is. So we can fit our scissors in here and all of our things, and it's nice and easy to access, and there's no more fighting. Next up is I have these individual whiteboards. They are relatively small, about a sheet of paper. They come in a 2-pack, and our whiteboard markers, one side is just plain white, the other one has it so that it has the dashed lines and stuff for writing. This has been so nice. These whiteboards make our reading lessons specifically so much easier. And I don't know what it is about kids and writing on whiteboards, but you can get a child to write on a whiteboard, at least my child, on a whiteboard easier than it is to write on actual pieces of paper. Am I the only one? I don't think so, but that's how it works in our homeschool. We also have clipboards. They're just plain Jane from the dollar store clipboards. These make it so easy, especially because our math curriculum, we use Math with Confidence. It is not spiral bound, so I will just flip open the page and pull it over and clip it onto the clipboard so that my son doesn't get so overwhelmed seeing all of the things in the book that he would have to do. It makes it nice and easy. He doesn't have to worry about accidentally losing his page because it all flips over on itself if he steps away for a moment. It's also really great for my younger two because you can put a piece of paper in there for them to draw on, and they don't have to worry about using their other hand to keep that piece of paper in one place while they draw. We also do a lot of schooling outside and in nature, and this makes it really easy. We just throw that into our backpack. Each kid gets a clipboard, and then we are good to go. Okay, like I mentioned a couple times, we've got a toddler and a 3-year-old, so we have to keep them busy while we are working with the older child. Sensory bins have been the answer to that for us. So I have this pack. It actually comes with more containers than this one. I've talked about them before on our channel. I have a video that I've prepared. I just haven't posted it about the type of things that we do for our sensory bins. So if that's something that interests you, please leave a comment down below and let me know. So this bin, we've just got some colored rice, some wooden bowls, some tongs, scoopers, pom-poms. It really doesn't get easier than that. I just throw some random stuff in there and they go to town. This other one that I have is a current favorite, and this one has just some kinetic sand and some construction trucks. So my kids love these. Like I said, even my oldest used them. This has been a lifesaver for our school, especially this last year. Next things that we've got here is our visual timer. I use this for everything, guys. I will set the timer, and it's nice because whatever color you pick out, they have lots of different ones. It will show how much time is left so that it helps the child visualize. And when it goes off, it makes this noise. So it is pretty loud. My children can pretty much hear this anywhere in the house, which is really nice. So I will often set the timer and tell my oldest, you know, when the timer goes off, we're going to start school so that he gets that heads up. I will set the timer for 20 minutes and say, you know, when the timer goes off, then we'll be done with math. If we're taking a break between subjects, I do it for everything. He even likes playing little games. Like, I don't think you can finish this worksheet before the timer goes off, and he tries to race against the timer. So this has been a really, really good tool for our homeschool this last year. Next up is this Yodel player. I know I've talked about it before. I've made videos on it. I will link those down below as well. But we use this every single day, not just for our homeschool, but for just everyday life too. This is nice because if you're not aware, this is an audiobook player. There's little cards that you place in here. They do timers and lots of other things. There's a kids radio station and a daily podcast for kids on here as well. But they have tons of educational cards. There's some on dinosaurs that I bought because we were doing prehistory coming up here. There's ones on anatomy and human body. Tons of different things. My son learns really well auditorily. So this has been great for our school, and we use this every day. I see us using this in the future, even if as my child is starting to read more and more, and if he's doing a chapter book. Let's say he's doing Charlotte's Web and I want him to read it, and he can listen to it while he reads it to kind of help him. I can see it as our kids get older as well, and maybe there's a complex book that I can record myself saying, or I can get the audiobook version for it on the card and it can read it to my child if I need to for whatever reason. So we use this every single day. And the last thing I cannot show you because it is an app, it is the 1,000 Hours Outside app. We strive to do 1,000 hours outside every year. We don't always get there, that's just how it is. I don't actually think we're going to make it to 1,000 hours this year, but we're gonna try our best. But they have free printables that you can do to track your hours, and I just found that it just was really hard to keep track of it that way. And so we use the app. I do pay an annual fee to be able to use it. It's not that much. I don't remember how much it is off the top of my head. I will leave it across the screen here. But it makes it so much easier to keep track of our hours, and it helps keep you motivated as well because it will give you little badges and things like that as you meet the different milestones for how many hours you spend outside. So that is all of our must-haves for this last school year. Like I said, I'll link everything down below. Our homeschool would not be the same without these items. This has really made it really nice for our homeschool and everything we use every single day. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It lets me know what kind of videos you like on this channel. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what your must-haves are. I love to get that conversation started. And please hit that subscribe button. It is a free way for you to be notified of future videos, and it really helps support my channel. And I can't wait to catch you guys next time. Bye.